Alright guys, welcome to some more PES 2017 action. Today we're going to be playing France and Germany, so national teams. Right guys, so I said I was going to do another video on this, give it maybe sort of like a week or so, or, it's only been like 6 days since this demo, well, since I first tried it, but I reckon I would, give it some time and whatnot, and maybe play it a little bit more. Truth is, though, to be honest, guys, right, I'm still playing. Oh, hello. Oh, come on, that was way too easy, man, whatever. Right, the truth is, guys, right, I played it, that first time, and you all saw that, and then sort of like the second game, I don't know, like, it was alright still, but then, like, by sort of like the end of the second match that I had on it, and then the third match, I kind of started to get a little bit bored of it. Not in a real bad way, though, before, people start jumping on me. Well, hey. But, no, it was like, I've played it a little bit more, you know what I mean? Not a whole lot more, not as much as I want to, but it's, I see the improvements, guys, right? The improvements are that they've improved the goalkeepers, which is something that needed to be addressed. And it looks like the physics of the ball, feel a little bit better. They don't feel as slippery. Do you know what I mean, guys? When I talked about, like, the ball being on ice and all that kind of stuff. So those are the two major problems. And sometimes the goalkeepers, it feels like they do make very silly errors still, but nowhere near as much as they did last year, guys. You know what I mean? And yeah, like I haven't played this game enough to actually up the difficulty. I'm still on the same difficulty, guys, because I just simply have not played it enough, to do that. But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Right, there is nothing much else to this game. Other than what I've sort of said already, you know what I mean? Like, the goalkeepers, like, well, that's another thing as well, because it's not just the goalkeepers, it's the defending as well. It feels FIFA 13 guys. It feels FIFA 13 you know. You might be wondering, what the hell do you mean by that? Well, I don't know, but like, do you guys remember, like, in FIFA 13 when you take a shot and it just gets blocked magically by a defender? Like, there'll always be like a leg or a foot out to block your shot in front of goal. Like, it happened quite a lot. Like, and it just reminds me of that, because it feels like that's what they've done. But to be honest, I feel like it's a good improvement. It's a good improvement in terms of, because last year, alright, I was only playing on, like, 4-star difficulty, or whatever, you know what I mean? You can say what the hell you want about difficulty, but when I'm beating teams like, what was it, 10-1 in the Master League? I mean, I was playing in the second division, wasn't I? But, yeah, like, when you're beating teams 10-1, it's just unrealistic. It shouldn't be happening, guys, do you know what I mean? And it just feels like, what were the factors to scoring so many goals? You know what I mean? And the thing was, like, scoring too many goals made it a little bit unrealistic and not as fun. You know what I mean? I wanted it to be a bit more of a challenge, not that easy, guys. And it was too easy, in the sense that, you could get through. You could take a shot, right, through a couple of defenders, and you would get the shot away most times. And if you got it on target, there was a very high chance that you would actually score, guys. That's what it felt like. I'm only speaking from experience, my experience of the game, guys, right? So, you can say what you want, you can have your own opinions, whatever. But that was one of my biggest problems, because it just felt like every shot you had pretty much ended up in the back of the net, because the goalkeepers just did not react fast enough to it. And like this year, like, the shots get blocked more, you know what I mean, which is kind of what happens in football, you know what I mean. I suppose shots do get blocked, you know what I mean, because every time you take a shot, I mean, obviously there is a chance it can get blocked. I'm not saying that it always never gets blocked, but it just feels like, in real football, that's sort of what happens, isn't it? And that's offside. Like, you take shots, they get blocked, and the goalkeepers, they're much quicker to react, you know what I mean? And that's something that needed to be improved, and that's been done, guys, right? It feels at times that the goalkeepers are a little bit off, but, I suppose when you turn up difficulties, things do get a little bit harder. She said. Let's go to the second half, and I'll explain more. But yeah, so what I'm trying to say is, like, yeah, it feels harder to score this year, guys, and I think that is an improvement. You know what I mean? You know, everybody's going to have their different opinions and whatnot, guys, and I get that and I understand that. But again, I'm speaking from my point of view. Now, that's just one thing that I think is definitely a lot better about a game. The next thing, the physics of the ball, right? When you pass the ball in 2016, right, just feels like it just feels slippery, right? It just does, guys, right? And it's something that I kind of hate about 2016, right? It just doesn't feel right. In this game, it feels like they've improved that. The ball feels more as it would in real life. Do you know what I mean? That's what it feels like. It feels like as it show. Oh, come on. Never mind. You know, say I blocked that shot there, right? In 2016, that probably wouldn't have happened. They probably would have just shot and it would have gone in, and the defender probably wouldn't have got to it, guys. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it feels like, what they've done with it this year. And it's for the better. It definitely is, right? Because no football game is perfect, guys, right? No game will ever be perfect. Even the almighty PES 6 will never still be perfect, guys. It does have its problems with it. You know what I mean? As perfect as it might feel to some people or whatever, you know, or PES 5 or whatever. But one of the challenges that they face each year is that they have to change the gameplay up, guys. And it just feels like it's getting to a point of how do we improve the gameplay? You know what I mean? It feels like it's like how are they going to improve on this next year? You know what I mean? How does it get better from here? And it feels like maybe sometimes they take steps back just to move forward again, so you can see the improvements. If you know what I'm saying, guys. And it's something that they face year in, year out, because each year they have a new game out and they have to, you know, they have to change things up and whatnot. So I kind of, you know, I get that whole sort of thing. And yeah, that's about as much as I want to say, guys, right? Like, defending is being improved, goalkeepers are improved. I don't know, the attacking doesn't feel as good to me. I don't know, like, oh, that was just so easy. Pay it. Oh, yeah, it would be, wouldn't it? Yeah, I got sweated, guys. I got sweated. Can you believe that? You never see that happen, dear, to me. Whatever. But yeah, you know, that's it. That's it, guys. You know what I mean? I feel like maybe next year, if they want to improve this, maybe they need to maybe improve the attacking, because the players that are running forward, you know, even when I'm playing with Barca in the 4-3-3, guys, right? They are getting forward and they're getting themselves into space, but it feels like they're not getting into as much space as they did last year in the game. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. But maybe that's because of the better defending, maybe. So I don't know, really. It's a bit of a toss-up. It's probably because of the better defending and whatnot, because, like, you know, they've, like, from what I understand, they've, like, redone the AI and stuff like that for defenses and whatnot, which is cool. Yeah, I got no problem with that. But yeah, oh, I think, you see what I mean? Like, shots like that, you know what I mean? The goalkeepers are just, they're down to it. You know what I mean? This is what I wanted, guys, right? And I feel like this year is a much better year for PES. It really is. So let's just see out the rest of this match. Come on, like, we're losing this. Come on, let's get back into it. So yeah, that's it. That's it. How many times have I said that in this video? Here we go. Hector. Gomez. So, you see what I mean? There's, like, hardly anybody up there. Now they're all, like, sort of tracking up there to get into a space for me. You know what I mean? It doesn't feel quite right. I don't know. I mean, I'd like to know what your guys' opinions are on the attack defense. It just doesn't. The attack doesn't feel right to me in a way. It feels like it's been. It feels like it's been a bit nerfed. But remember, like, you know, I think it was PES 2012 when they changed the goalkeepers and whatnot. You know what I mean? To parry the ball more, and they still do parry the ball, maybe a little bit more than they used to, like, you know, before 2012 or whatever, but it's a lot better. Like, they always seem to be in the right position, they react faster, and that's what I wanted. You know what I mean? What I basically, overall, in this video, guys, right, what I wanted them to improve on last year is exactly what they've done. So I'm happy this year, Konami. I'm happy. I'm actually happy. You know, I'll probably buy the full game and start raging at it later down the line. But that's not the point. We'll focus on that for now, guys. Right? I've done it a bit different this year. I've played the game. I've given my initial reaction to it. I've gone away. I've played the game, not as much as I wanted to, but I've still played some of it. And yes, that is all I'm going to say about it this year. So yeah, guys, thank you for watching this video. Those are my final thoughts until the game comes out officially. And yeah, I'll see you in another video another time. Take care.